What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, The Hype, and what a time to be alive in the hobby right now. I mean, we're going to talk a little NFL draft. I feel like this hobby has its biggest presence it's ever had at the NFL draft with so many different influencers and shops and guys signing cards on the stage. We're going to talk about Ty Simpson today, and we're going to talk about group break card values on some of these upcoming teams. Not necessarily their values, but what teams really benefited in a sense from a group break perspective from this NFL draft. So a few teams people are going to be wanting to collect, like the Raiders and the Cardinals, that they may have not collected in 2025. So we'll discuss that. Also, NBA All-Star is in full swing, and Bowman came out last week. We've got Cosmic this week. So lots going on in the hobby. Like I said before we retook this, was that I feel like I'm kind of cool walking around now. People actually know what I do. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but for now, like I can actually talk to people at events, and they're like, yeah, I know what cards are. I know that there's like a, LeBron James auto out there, or there's like the new Pokemon set or Magic the Gathering. It's like, it's just, we're in this weird time where a lot of people know about this hobby.
I'll tell you, basically, I had a group text message where not hobby related, just some fans of, football club. And I was getting text messages about the cards that were being signed at the draft. It was like,
wow,
they're signing these cards. And then I got a screenshot of one of them. They're like, how much do you think this card's going to be worth? And this is a group that I've never had a conversation about with trading cards. So
yeah, it's going mainstream. I mean, I was amazed that a lot of these guys, they did their walk in the back. For one, I've never seen so many grown men cry in my life, which is, it's okay. It's acceptable. And I like it. It's a true emotion being shown by
you've never
guys.
been drafted at the NFL.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I probably would cry too, but I'm saying you see a lot more of it now of like these guys are taking in the moment. They're realizing that their journey is now, at that level that they wanted to be at, regardless of what happens from the point of getting drafted to what happens on the NFL field. Getting drafted and walking the stage is like a dream for all these kids. They're letting it all out. But the moment they get their jersey, their hat, and they do a little homie hug with Goodell they're signing a card right after that. It was like in the moment.
I was really, really watching that because I was trying to see if there was any players that didn't sign. And I do believe at least there was players that they didn't show signing. Now I'm like, are some of these players not Topps exclusive that didn't sign, or was it just there was no TV camera to show them sign?
Or like Mendoza wasn't there.
Right. I was about to say Mendoza wasn't there, but they do have Mendoza did sign, and that was put out there, and that was a huge seller right out the gate.
Jeremiah Love signed.
Yeah,
I saw him sign. I don't think some of the defensive players signed.
Didn't get the love.
But Topps might have been like, maybe they only picked like 10 players in the first round.
Well, everybody in the green room got drafted, which is oddly happened.
On day one?
On day one, the last guy was, I think, pick 30. They said that now this is officially cleared the green room. There's nobody
crazy.
That's
that hasn't
undrafted.
Happened,
So.
I don't remember the last time that's happened, if ever.
I mean, we all remember like the famous Brady Quinn. I mean, I think those were the same day.
Rodgers did get drafted first round, but he was waiting. Waiting for 24 picks or something.
I mean, I think there was also Lamar Jackson.
Right. Who went and did not get drafted day one. Yeah.
First year, also the Heisman winner did not get drafted or is currently not on a team.
First in a long time, yeah. Or is it first ever? The last I remember.
No, Heisman finalist.
Right.
Heisman finalist.
Because Heisman winner went first overall, right?
Correct. Yes.
Heisman finalist, Vanderbilt quarterback.
Yep.
Was it Ravia or something like that? Or Pavia?
The last guy I can remember, what was it? Oklahoma? Was it Jason White? Was that his name? Do you remember him? Did he win a Heisman or was he a finalist? This is like 2003 or 2004. This goes way back. This is ancient history now in our neck of the woods, but that's the one I remember. I don't remember if that was his name. Someone I remember shouting it out.
Oh man. There was a guy who was a quarterback, and the Rams ended up maybe signing him or drafting him late, and he won the Heisman, but they were trying to convert him to a receiver, and he retired before OTAs.
2005, Jason White, your 2003 Heisman Trophy winner. In 2005, he went undrafted. There you
Wow.
go. So I think that might be the last time.
Last time it's happened. It's crazy.
So about 20 years.
I mean, what do you guys think about Fernando Mendoza? Obviously, the Raiders are going to be in demand for breaks. And, first overall pick, this guy coming out of Indiana, Heisman Trophy winner, winning the big game. And now he's in the NFL. He's playing for the Raiders. What do we think? Is he going to play next year for one? Because they have Kirk Cousins.
I think this is what goes down. I think this is the most logical course of event here. He doesn't start the season. The Raiders are 0-4 or 1-5, and then they kind of pepper him in there, and he ends up starting the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's
probably the most realistic.
Kirk
scenario,
understands.
right?
Yeah, Kirk understands the assignment here. He goes there knowing. I mean, didn't he say it when he signed? I'm excited to work with this young man. Didn't say him by name.
2012 draft for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
This is what year
14, 15.
15. He's been a starter a long time.
Yep.
Drafted to be a backup, though.
Drafted to be a
RG3.
backup.
He was the backup to RG3.
But I mean, it's safe to say. I mean, he is in a perfect scenario. Is there a better quarterback that you would want to mentor your future franchise quarterback?
Yeah, it's a good spot for him.
And he's got Brady there, too.
Exactly.
Because
and I think that's part of the reason this move happens is Brady's like, no, we're not doing the throw him into the fire. Because that's not what he did. I mean, obviously, much different circumstance. He wasn't expected to be the guy. But I think that he probably is like, no, having that time to watch it was invaluable.
Now, is there a scenario where Kirk
still.
Cousins comes out slanging it and the Raiders are potentially a wild card team?
I think it's I mean, I know they've done a lot of heavy lifting this offseason.
I mean, you also have to have that concern with, can Kirk Cousins play a full season without being injured?
Sure. He's definitely been injury prone. I mean, I think, and the Raiders are that fan base. I mean, we see a lot of holdover here, when them being from Oakland for a good amount of time, and then now moving to Vegas, and just such a beautiful stadium. Everybody goes to Vegas, a packed stadium every time they play, regardless if it's their fans or the other team's fans. They're hungry. I mean, it's been since the 70s since they won a Super Bowl. So
Early. Well, yeah, if you're talking the Oakland years, they
Marcus Allen.
I think it was 1980 or 81.
Yeah.
It was. I want to say it was the first year they moved to LA.
Right.
From Oakland.
And then that was it.
And the Niners have had 5 since then. So it's like, their fans are hungry. They hope that this is the real deal, that they have Genty. They got their guy. Now they have, their quarterback, and they're hopefully they drafted some pieces to be, at least on the right track this year, maybe have a winning record.
Could you name their number one receiver?
Is it still Jacoby Myers? He's gone.
No, he is gone. He is he got traded last year.
There's still a lot.
Is it Trey
Tucker?
Trey Tucker.
Might be.
Trey Tucker?
As much work as they have done, they spent more than any other team in free agency. They end up keeping Max Crosby, and they had a pretty dang good draft. There are still that just tells you how depleted this team was.
Actually, Brock Bowers is their number one receiver.
He's their top target, yes.
And, you got the guy from Seattle over there who's now head coach. They're probably giving him a pass this year. So that's safe to say he's going to be there for 2 more years.
What's your guys' former? He was on the Niners staff, wasn't he?
Yeah, at one point.
It's
Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Yeah. Well, we had his brother. We still have his brother on the staff.
Oh, right.
No, I think
Kubiak's
didn't you guys
mixed up.
have Gary? You had Daddy Kubiak.
At some point. Yeah, he's a Shanahan tree guy. So
There's a lot of them out there.
Pretty much the whole NFL is Shanahan, Mike Shanahan
That's
tree.
not true. That is it's close.
Stemmed from Bill Walsh's tree as well. So
It's close.
it should be just the
Niners had a terrible draft.
National 49er League.
Yeah, let's not talk about their draft.
The Niners have no idea. Draft
wanna
is
pick.
not the Niners thing.
They did not want to pick.
They
There
were
was a
like,
certain point where I'm like, are they ever going to pick in this draft?
and then they're trading back, and then they're
Right.
like, we're going to get a guy who'd be available in the 5th round.
Well, I never knew that guys that do mock drafts all year or just casuals know so much about football.
Yeah.
That they just they're experts to know that a team that's been to 5 NFC Championship games in 10 years, that obviously the regime doesn't know how to draft, right? So they've been to 2 Super Bowls and 5 NFC Championship games, but As far as drafting, they don't know how to do it. They just get lucky.
Yeah, not good at drafting.
Oh, okay.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. I'm trying to think of anybody who's on their team that you're just like, wow, that was a Fred Warner, I
George
guess.
Kittle in 5th round. Brock Purdy in the 7th round. So
Brock Purdy.
Nick Bosa is still on the team. We drafted him.
Joey's not coming.
Probably
Joey's like, I'm not coming. I'm not going to play with my brother for a discount.
Upton Stout's pretty good. I mean, that was last year. Upton Stout's good.
Upton Stout?
I mean, CJ West was a good draft pick last year. He got banged up a little. Michael Williams got banged up. So fortunately, my mic almost went out there. They got injured. So
yeah, it's a lot of heavy lifting.
It's the substation.
But let's talk about when you're
substation.
maybe one play away from making the Super Bowl, right? And you're like, okay, well, we somehow got the 13th pick because we just trade raped Atlanta Falcons, and we got the 13th pick, and we're like, okay, well, we could have the top receiver in the draft, one of them. You could have a top corner. You could have somebody that's going to immediately affect the outcome of the next season when you have a Super Bowl at home.
We went long snapper.
You go with the quarterback.
Oh, wait.
When your team just had an MVP at quarterback, it's actually the first time in history.
Look, if our starting quarterback was 27 years old, I'd be like, okay, what are we doing? We
might be one more year.
We needed a contingency plan for Stafford. We're probably going to be picking somewhere in the 25 to 32 range in the first round next year.
Let's hope. Tough division.
So you look at it and go, who is going to be available late in the first round next year? Probably nobody. Probably nobody as good as Ty Simpson.
Maybe.
So you take a chance. You take Ty Simpson at 13. Now, do I think the Rams could have moved back in the first round, got some draft capital? Yeah, I do. That's what I think. I don't know. The Jets could have moved up. The Browns could have moved up. The Cardinals could have moved up.
Well, and I hate, and to back up your point and to say basically the same thing I said about the Niners is you guys have been winning for a while too. So like to question the people at the head of it, we're all just armchair experts. Now, if it becomes like a Trey Lance situation like the Niners, where this guy doesn't pan out, he's due to be the starter next year, and he just is terrible. He's terrible.
But we didn't give anything up for him.
Yeah,
like it would have been like I would have been like, what are we doing if we would have traded next year's first round pick to move up from 13 to get Ty Simpson? I'd be like, what is happening? I mean,
it should be a better QB draft next year, though, right?
It should be, but there's probably going to be 5 quarterbacks that go in the first round,
right? And look,
but they're not going to be there in the 20s.
But we're talking about the Rams, who love to wheel and deal. They knowing that I'm never going to doubt that Rams front office to figure things out.
You don't have to give up capital next year. I don't know. Like do I love the fact that he is Ty Simpson 6'1"? No. I'm 5'7", so he's a lot taller than me.
But here's the thing, and again, we talk about the hobby influence at the draft. They're signing the cards on stage. They've got influencers aplenty, all roaming Pittsburgh. You've got the little Tops corner that they had there. We needed Ty Simpson to go. So thank you to Rams, because it would have been Mendoza and no other QB in the first round.
I really think that the Rams knew that Ty Simpson.
Thank you, Rams.
Put money in my pocket, Rams.
Ty Simpson was going to go higher than the mock drafts had him. The Rams wouldn't have.
There were a couple other teams that liked
If he was going to go in like early second round, the Rams would 100% trade it out and got him.
Well, here's the beautiful thing about it.
They knew that he was going to go early.
The beautiful thing about it from a collecting standpoint is that he is J.J. McCarthy from 2014, right? I mean, 2024.
Right.
That you could basically get him in breaks all year long, and nothing's going to affect his value for a whole year.
Honestly, both of the top QB picks, really, you could look at that way. Mendoza probably gets more time.
I think Fernando plays, but I think unless a catastrophic injury happens to Stafford, which is not a great situation, that the Rams are going to compete with Stafford, hopefully make the playoffs as a wild card, and he's not going to play, right? So he's not going to play.
He won't. it never.
So you have a whole
hopefully
year.
Stafford doesn't get hurt, but I don't even if Stafford was to get
They might
hurt,
put Stetson Bennett in.
No, it's not a maybe they're going to put Stetson Bennett. They are going to put Stetson Bennett in it. Stetson Bennett will be the Rams quarterback. He will be their backup. They're not going to throw somebody who hasn't been in the system, who is supposedly going to be their franchise quarterback after Matt Stafford. They're not going to throw him and throw him into the fire.
Well, and that's
It's
the
not
other thing
gonna
that the I guess Les Snead met with the family. They were getting Ty Simpson was getting an offer from, I believe it was Miami, that they were going to pay him $6 million in NIL to go play for Miami. So he didn't want to come out if he was going to be a second rounder because the money wouldn't make sense.
Right.
So apparently the Rams fell in love with him by so much, and they're like, he has so much upside. We haven't seen the downside, so we only have the upside. So they could essentially draft him and put him in the shelf, and then everybody's looking at him like, they got that guy. Maybe we want him.
Yep.
So maybe there's a scenario where they're like, mid-season, some teams like, we'll give you 2 first rounders or something just because we want.
Well,
It feels I don't know where that line is for collusion, and I am not saying the Rams were doing any collusion here, but
people hear whispers.
it did sound like Ty Simpson basically not only came out to the draft and was in the green room, and that was questionable because a lot of people who were doing mock drafts were like, he is a second rounder. What is he doing?
Right.
Being at the green room.
So he knew he was going to be drafted.
So he knew he was going to be drafted. Rumor has it that Les Snead basically told Ty Simpson and the family, declare for the draft because you're going in the first round 100%.
Whether it be their last pick or the pick.
We have 2 first round. Like at that point, the Rams were like, we have 2 first round picks. So we're either going to take him at 13 or we're going to take him at 29. 29 got traded to the Chiefs. So they basically committed at that point that they were going to draft him at 13.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like I said,
He better be pretty good.
good for the hobby.
He better be. Yeah, it's very good for the hobby.
He better be pretty good because you don't like, it happens every year. I mean, if we go back the last 20 years of first round picks, we're going to be able to pinpoint players that did not pan out. There's not 32 players in the first round that pan out and are perennial Pro Bowlers.
Well, actually, you have this situation that's already happened. It almost is similar because you got a former MVP that was 1 play away from the Super Bowl, and then the next year, the Green Bay Packers draft Jordan Love. How do you judge the Jordan Love deal now?
Well, how do we feel about Jordan Love?
I feel good about you.
I feel good about him.
Jordan Love is Jordan Love a top 10 quarterback in the league?
Yeah.
Top 15 at least.
I think he's top 10.
If he's a top 15, then that draft pick probably didn't work out.
But a top 10 he did.
Top 10, I would say it worked out.
I mean, he's made the playoffs, like the last 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, would you rather have Jordan Love on your team or Brock Purdy?
Here we go
Well,
again.
Brock Purdy, but I mean, the guy's been to a Super Bowl already and 2 NFC championship games.
Right. Jordan Love is a top 10 QB. I can say that pretty confidently.
So if you look at the Packer fans, were going through the same thing. Like, we have Aaron Rodgers. Why are you drafting a guy that can't play?
Why don't we just compare this to the Kansas City Chiefs and Alex Smith, and then they drafted Patrick Mahomes and they had him sit.
Well,
so look, if you guys are going to twist my arm and say that Ty Simpson is the next Patrick Mahomes, okay, I'll give it to you guys. Just relax.
And there's the clip. There it is. There's our clip for the week. There we got it.
We got it.
We got it, folks. Wrap it up.
Well, that was a good show.
By the way, I'm seeing Topps final print run for the Fernando Mendoza first NFL rookie card, 126,501 copies. It says one collector will receive a 1-of-1 Topps Chrome Superfractor, and there is the 1-of-1 My First NFL Auto. So two big chases.
Which
there.
they had all those players basically write the same thing, like My First NFL Auto.
Yeah.
So it was like Leaf.
But they're doing that on some of the Chrome releases
Right.
as well. So they're not.
That's a little confusing.
They're not going to. Is it going to be like My First Bowman?
Well, was it
Yeah.
25? Yeah, it'll be first Bowman and or
First
first
Bowman?
or
Because
first
you
whatever
could see the person who
signature
was like
class.
kind of facilitating it kept on showing like a template. Like,
Right.
this is what you need to write. Like, she was holding up a card that basically said, this is what you need to write.
We can pretty much assume we're going to see that at the NBA draft too now, right? Like This is just what Topps is going to do.
Yeah,
right. I would imagine.
It seems like it. I mean, and to the point where I made at the beginning of the show is that, I felt like there was so much more card coverage. They picked 8 shops to be out there. A lot of them had really good social media presence. So letting people know on the ground floor what's going on, what cards are being moved, what cards are being sold there, the crowd. Panini I don't know if Panini didn't have access to do that way or just Panini didn't. They had the rookie photo shoot that they brought us out there and stuff. And that was, a month after the draft. But like the actual hyping for the draft, I mean, Topps
had
really
a
did
whole,
good job.
they had a whole card show going on. It was pretty crazy.
It's the Fanatics difference. I mean, that the Fanatics has already had all of this.
They had
connections
they had
for
all
years.
They had all these like people breaking on they had Roger Goodell breaking boxes.
Wow, there you go.
On the stage.
Of course, and put your tinfoil hat on, but it's who was it? It was a James Harrison opening a box of Topps Crumb because Steelers, Steelers fans opening a box of Delight, and he pulls an orange Aaron Rodgers Steelers auto, and everybody is
That's
now,
a little.
Now everybody's like, is it a coincidence? Is it was it just a random box?
Just totally random box.
Totally random box.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I thought it was going to be Will Howard because I saw the quarterback and I was like, oh, it's going to be a nice Will Howard orange.
There's so many bigger cards that can be pulled.
True.
Than an Aaron Rodgers number to 25.
Yeah, year 20 auto.
Sure, but what are the chances that in that moment there's a Steeler auto that comes out of a single box to back up the conspiracy
and
theorists?
It's the most notable guy
on the team right now.
You're right. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I will say if we're looking at ahead to breaks and teams to be chasing, obviously Raiders, we know Mendoza's going to be huge, and Ty Simpson we've already talked about, but Arizona Cardinals, maybe your number one team.
There's some life on the Cardinals.
Oh, Carson Beck, right?
Carson Beck and number 3 pick Jeremiah Love. That's a pretty enticing duo. I don't know what Carson Beck brings to the table in the NFL.
Did they get a receiver?
I don't.
I think they did get some offensive line help.
Yes, they did. They drafted a guard in the second round, and then drafted Carson Beck in the third round.
The NFC West needed was the Cardinals to be decent.
Yeah, well,
and I mean both Notre Dame running backs are now first rounds for the Seahawks got the one later at 32, and then Jeremiah Love at 2.
Yeah, so that's very enticing.
Seahawks is just hoping that guy is going to be just as good as Kenneth Walker because they lost Kenneth Walker. So.
If you had to pick one of the non-QBs, the running backs or wide receivers that you think might pop off in the next year, that's going to be a big collect. That's going to be
one of the non-what?
None of the non-QBs. What did I say? Yeah. Anyway, non-QBs, wide receiver, running back. Let's be honest, it's going to be one of those two guys who pops off.
I mean,
DeJon Stribling. Of course. I mean, no doubt. The guy's from, I was just out there where he lived. He lives right by Alani. I mean,
you're
it's
in
the stars
Ole Miss?
aligned.
You're in Mississippi?
No, he's from Hawaii. Dude. He's from Kapolei.
Mahalo.
I thought he was from Ole Miss.
Well, he went to school there, but.
Yeah. Okay. Jeremiah Love, I think, is
a good call.
Is probably, but as far as receiver, it's hard. Like, people were talking big on Tate, and then now I hear that he went way higher than he should have, and it should have been Jordan Tyson who went above him. And obviously, like, Mekhi Lemon, I think he potentially could be a top receiver in the league, and I was hoping the Rams are going to get him.
Some people on social media were trying to say that he was high during his draft day.
Oh, actually, not drafted high, literally high.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but okay, so...
But there's a lot of emotion, so how can you tell?
Here's also, like... The Rams have hit on a handful of their picks over the years, and the Niners have hit on some of their picks. But does anybody have more success in the draft than the Eagles?
I know, serious.
Mm-hmm. The Eagles just not only do they draft really good talent, but it also seems like these really good, talented players drop to the Eagles.
Yeah.
They just fall in their lap.
And they even traded with their rival to get Mekhi Lemon. The Cowboys had the 20th pick. Mm-hmm. So they somehow convinced the rival to let us take a number one receiver.
And the Steelers thought they had Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah.
Right.
And Mekhi Lemon was supposed to be, obviously he was slated to go 13 for the Rams. He dropped 7 spots. And the Eagles move up and get him. And I think at this point, like, A.J. Brown probably has to be on the way out.
I mean, that's a move you make with the thought that A.J. Brown is gone.
So then you have, because you can't trot out A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon.
No.
And if you do, like, there's no excuse for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts should lead the league in passing yards.
That's the best scenario. I mean, of all the guys we talked about, he enters the best scenario where he can make an instant impact on a really good team. So, yeah, that does make the most sense.
Do we think the Jets, I mean, there's Omar Cooper who was picked the 30th, which was via Denver through Miami through SF and then back to the Jets. They got Omar Cooper. So 3 picks for the New York Jets. They got to win at some point. Just like the Raiders, they got to win at some point, right? They got to win at some point.
At some point.
Who's throwing to them, but
I don't know if that point is right now.
I'm assuming the Jets also drafted a quarterback.
Klubnik. Cade Klubnik.
Okay, yeah.
4th round.
And then the Steelers drafted a quarterback, Drew Aller.
Yeah, Drew Aller, from Penn State, who was much higher touted at the beginning of the year.
And then there was
a
kid who went in like the 7th round who was slated to be like a 3rd rounder. He was a quarterback.
Yeah.
Newhouse.
We're not high on quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but he went to
Fernando.
But a lot of skill position. I mean, you got Jeremiah Love, like you said, given the Cardinals value at 3. Cardinal Tate Titans. I mean, they had Cam Ward last year, but now they have a receiver.
Oh, that's right. The Jets got Kenyon Sadiq.
Yes, that was in the middle of the draft. They had Jordan Tyson to the Saints, so that at 8. So that's another skill position player. You have. You have Ty Simpson 13. Then you have Sadiq, who's supposedly a beast at tight end out of Oregon. He went to the Jets. And then you have Mekhi Lemon. So there's a lot of first round skill position options. You also have KC Concepcion going to the Browns. So these teams that don't have like legacy players like your Niners or your Cowboys that sell every year no matter what. You have these lower level teams that are going to bring some fans in to collect their cards to create some demand on all these teams. I do believe
the Browns also drafted a quarterback at some point.
Browns are just always going to draft. Look, it's not a draft unless the Browns say, you know what, let's take that guy.
Actually,
why not?
I got it. It was the first year, I think, in the McVay era that the Rams did not draft a running back. The Niners kept it true. The Niners also draft a running back every year, and they made sure that they checked that box.
All right, let's go around the hobby. And Dan, you hitting up Costco for some top loaders?
Oh, you know we've made it. When you're seeing supplies, not Pokemon cards,
right?
Not any Topps release or any retail SKU, but we're talking supplies. We're talking top loaders.
Yes.
Ultra Pro got a whole pallet, a whole rack.
Yeah. To paraphrase Allen Iverson, we're not talking about a product. Not a product.
No,
we're talking about top loaders.
Yeah, you see what I'm throwing down.
We're talking about top loaders. This went viral via Twitter. Who is this? At Coys1219, and it caught some wind. It says, I can't tell if this is the beginning of the bubble starting to swell in the hobby or the start of something beautiful, but local Costco with Ultra Pro top loaders for only $22.99. Now, a 400 pack.
Now, what size? Just regs?
I believe they're regulars.
Just 35 point?
Yeah, your regulars.
Now, I don't... Those can be used for anything, right? You can use them for...
The most versatile of all.
You could also use them for gaming and your TCG needs and all that stuff. What do you think? What if it was like something crazy like card savers or magnetics or something that was a little bit more niche in the supply world?
Now that would be nuts if that were to be a bulk of 400, the same amount.
400 magnetics.
Yeah, it's too many mags. If for one person, like a business, it's a little different.
Well, I mag up all my cards.
Look, yeah, exactly.
Everything.
That would be getting a little out of hand. Look, it's cool that this is happening. Maybe it's the start of more hobby related, hobby-related stuff we're going to find at Costco. I don't know if it's flying off the shelves the way that if we remember when Pokemon started the bundles they would have and people would just literally be tearing through Costco.
Well, I mean, if you're a collector, you always need top loaders.
You do.
So
very smart of Costco to be doing that. I will definitely be checking.
Smart for Costco, smart for Ultra Pro, maybe.
Very smart for Ultra Pro, I'd imagine. Very, very smart for Ultra Pro. I need to check the local Costco to see if it's got it. So I'm excited to make the journey. One, always excited to make the journey to Costco. It's always a great time.
I can't disagree with you more.
What do you mean?
We have talked about this numerous times. I don't like Costco.
Oh, well. Okay.
I don't. It's not. It's not fun.
We need Doug to chime in on this. He's back. And
nobody needs 800 rolls of toilet paper.
Why not? I mean, you're going to use it. You're going to use it at some point.
Like, I need to go get some saltine crackers.
Yeah.
How about 400,000 saltine crackers?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Costco's awesome. You get a free lunch too.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get a free lunch.
So now
there is no free. No, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
$1.50 hot dog and a drink. There's literally no better deal.
And they're the only place that's
except you're eating a hot dog.
And they sent me money. I got like $90 back last year.
There you go.
From something.
Yeah.
I guess you get some kind of rebates on stuff. They send you a check once a year for the money you spent.
Bring on the top loaders.
But you pay for the membership.
Yeah, it's like $150 a month. So I got
not
like
a month,
a
year.
Yeah,
So I was like $150 a month. You
Part
got
of
to
the club.
Got to go to Costco every day.
Yeah. It is remarkable that any time Costco sells something hobby related, it is like top story for all collectors. Like red alert. They've got Donruss. They got oversized downtowns at Costco. They got the Pokemon bundles. They got top loaders at Costco. It's always.
What a time though that we went from the COVID era where we were paying like $5 a top loader because they couldn't make them, and now they have so much of them they have to give them to Costco.
That's true. That's
what
true.
a time.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm not.
You could literally start breaking your brake business at Costco. Now. Yeah, you get all your product there.
Costco breaks.
Costco breaks, coming
Actually,
soon.
you're right, because you can go in there and you can get a computer.
Yep.
And you can get
A webcam,
a phone
probably?
and a webcam.
Yep.
And you can go get your top loaders now.
And you might be able to get
And
some product too.
You can probably get some product.
Actually, that would be a great YouTube video.
I was like,
That's a great idea.
I think I just figured out our content.
Starting a breaking business.
I'm going to start
at Costco.
a breaking company, because you just get a fold up table.
No, you could just go eat where the hot dogs are and then just stream from there.
Right.
You don't even need a table.
Oh my gosh.
You could be eating a hot dog while you're breaking.
Costco, call us.
We've
got an idea for you.
Well, let's just. I mean, what the Costco guys should do this AJ style or AJ Justice or whatever.
If Big Justice and AJ are not on top of this, then I don't know what's happening. That might be part of the reason we're getting top loaders, because AJ and Big Justice are now big into the hobby. So maybe they're like, hey, look, let's keep it rolling. We got this good deal going with.
Why pay space rent when you can just have your breaking company based out of Costco?
Chicken bake rips. Let's go.
Do they have now the game breaker, like the game changer would be if they had a USPS drop off on site, or like a FedEx.
That would be, if they can add that, then now we're cooking.
You just sit there all day, and then you sleep there at night too. You make a bed there.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point,
you can eat all your food there.
Live off of double chunk chocolate chip cookies.
I think they even have shower fabs there. You can make your own shower there.
Yeah, I mean, no Costco's 24 hours, right?
No,
not yet.
They close pretty early too. They close like at 8 to 8:30.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's none that close that are super late.
That's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough hours.
No, 100%. It doesn't need to be any longer than that. That's enough.
If you get
one day.
You get to Walmart's open 24 hours, right?
There are some Walmarts that are open 24 hours. I want to say there's one nearby.
So you could theoretically start a breaking company at a Walmart.
You could. And look, Walmart, they have live e-commerce. That's happened. There's been the Walmart breaks and stuff.
Yeah, whatever happened to that? Are we still doing that?
I have no idea. I should be keeping up with it, and I feel like I haven't heard too much about it. I think it's still a thing.
Speaking of breaks, I didn't mention this at the top of the hour, but top of the show here, we got new 10. Save 10% off new releases and all breaks at Mojobreak.com. So use that promo code NEW10, NEW10. Limit 50 total users, 1 per customer. If it's 2 per customer, we turn you into a newt. So then you turn you into a newt.
There you go.
From Monty Python.
That's right.
You turn me into a newt. Got to be really old to know that one.
I
am old and I don't know it.
I know it.
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That just reminded me. I was actually showing my nephew this movie recently. And I said, oh, here's the part where I had the shirt where he says, I fart in your general direction in that scene. Mm-hmm. I wore it to school in 6th grade. And I got sent to the principal's office saying, you got to take that shirt off. It is not appropriate for school.
Dang it.
I was like, it's farting. It's whatever. It's funny.
Farts are funny.
Farts are funny. It's not, it didn't say like a bad word on it. It just said fart. Whatever.
It was a famous scene where this knight, was he unarmed?
Yeah, the Black Knight, of course. Yes, who is like, you have to get past him, and then he keeps chopping his limbs off, and he keeps wanting to fight him. And he's like, I just chopped your arm off. He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's only a flesh wound. Yeah. Great movie.
Great scene. I'm surprised we haven't seen Monty Python cards.
I really...
Oh, Magic the Gathering, I think.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I think there was a Magic the Gathering
are we doing this?
Holy Grail set.
We did get Frasier cards.
Dan, we got it. Oh, yeah, the Frasier set. Did we get it in?
Yeah, there's a case out there.
We got to rip some of that because the Cheers set was... Remember, we grabbed it. We're like, oh, this will be fun. And it actually was pretty good. I think it's the same. Is it also Rittenhouse? And I looked at the checklist. It's solid.
It's got to have Kelsey Grammer on it, right?
Obviously Kelsey Grammer, but the guest star checklist was really good. I'll see if I can get it.
Frasier was a spinoff of Cheers, right?
It was yes, exactly. It was a spinoff of Cheers.
So it came with the same IP there, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of the same. I mean, here you go. I've got it up right now. Yeah, some of the guest stars. You've got. Let's see here. Patrick Stewart is in there. He signs in it. Obviously, you do have Kelsey Grammer and David Hyde Pierce in there. Linda Hamilton in there. Terminator. Yeah, that's fun stuff. It looks good. And there's a lot. You got your costume relics and all that. So gotta rip it.
Yeah, it's Rittenhouse has a cool. The Cheers design was cool. So I'm sure this follows right in line with that.
Yeah,
really pays homage to the show, but. And before we go into some of the new releases, if you guys hadn't checked it out on social media, we got invited out to the Giants ballpark to break some cards with some Dodgers. The guys over at Mojobreak Gaming broke some Pokemon, some Dragon Ball Z with Teoscar Hernandez, Santiago Espinal, and Andy Pajes in the dugout. Very cool.
Not Pages.
Not Pages. Pajes.
Pajes.
One of the leading hitters in all of baseball.
He's batting like 340 or something.
He's actually doing really
nice.
well right now. Yeah, I know. Look, hey,
we got Drew Gilbert.
We can't be rooting for them on the field, but great experience. Shout out to the whole social media team who did a great job representing Mojobreak out there, and by all accounts, Teo, as we're calling him now, he's our buddy now. Super nice guy who is just really, really into this stuff.
And grew up with Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes. Big on the Dragon Ball Z stuff. That was something I think we all were like, oh, wow, Dragon Ball Z. But that's got a whole life of its own, especially if you grew up in Latin America. Like, it's huge over there. So, but yeah, great stuff. The guys were really fun and had a great time. So hopefully more stuff to come.
Yeah, check out the videos for that for sure. It was very, very good job by the media team and Cody for coordinating that to go out there and break some packs right in the dugout there. And I think they even got a glimpse of Shohei Ohtani. So
they got a glimpse of Shohei. It's like one of those
close.
It's one of those like when you walk past a celebrity that has a certain aura. You're like, that isn't a real person. That doesn't feel real. I'm sure it felt like that.
Giants got 2 out of 3.
They got 2 out of 3. You were saying Drew Gilbert. Drew Gilbert's swinging the bat. Just got to say.
You know who's I'm a big fan? Luis Arias. Dude
he's been solid.
The way he can barrel up a ball that's like 2 inches from the bottom of the plate, from hitting the plate. Like, dude, he had that RBI the other night. It was like.
He's the modern day Tony Gwynn.
He kind of is.
He's the closest thing we have. He truly is.
I mean, he's not going to not going to go deep.
No, at least Tony Gwynn would give you like 10 to.
But I mean, you want consistency. He is consistent year in and year out.
He's bad on the ball. He's going to get it done. Also, some he had yesther's game. He had some nice. He laid down a great bunt that advanced the runners.
We had a catcher playing yesterday. I didn't know who that guy was. Never heard of.
Eric Haas.
Eric Haas.
Yeah, Susac is hurt. The legend of Daniel Susac is paused right now.
And Patrick Bailey doesn't know how to hit.
Well, unless it really counts.
He hit a home run this season.
Unless it really, really counts. The guy comes up big.
Are you still feeling Patrick Bailey?
Hey, look, he's an incredible defender.
He pimped that home
run. He knew it.
He pimped it.
He knew it. Yeah. So
You shouldn't be able to celebrate a home run if you're hitting $150 though.
Yeah. Look,
You
Giants
should have
are,
to sprint.
Giants are turning
Sprint
a
around
corner.
the bases.
Casey Schmidt swinging a hot bat. Jung-Hoo Lee looks like a star.
Eric Miller wants to fight the Reds. We
Eric
gotta watch
Miller,
that.
was Eric Miller literally did the scene from was it Dazed and Confused where he's like F you.
Or no, Half Baked.
Half Baked. Thank
Yes.
you. I got my weed movies mixed up from Half Baked. Yeah, you're good. F you. I'm out. Like he literally recreated that scene.
Oh, the John Boy video on that's classic.
It's good.
I gotta play it.
It's
for Dan,
a real
so
good,
it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, before we gotta play that Guess That Price, right? So let's get into that and
Alrighty.
let's see if I can. I think I win most all the time.
So
let's see
guess
if we
guess
go
that
another
price because one, we have a big basketball release. Cosmic Chrome basketball comes out this
Ooh.
week. Very excited.
Yes,
to
licensed
see
for
that
the
one.
first time.
Very popular for baseball.
Plus definitive baseball. Plus we got Chrome Black baseball. Bubba and I talked about it on the latest episode of Waxbacks and Warning Tracks. Munetaka Murakami is the big chase in that. That's going to be very exciting. But we're in the middle of the playoffs. So I thought, what a good time to look at some of the top performers, look at some of their most recent cards. These are all cards. We kept it very recent. Cards that have sold within the last 2 weeks. So we're not gonna be throwing any curveballs of like, oh, this one sold in 2023 or whatever and whatnot. So let's get right into it. First up, let's go with the man, Victor Wembanyama. Just came back from the concussion, had a phenomenal game 4. This is 25 top sapphire auto.
10?
Number to 10.
Not a
PSA
rookie,
10.
though.
It's
Not a rookie.
It is not his rookie, but if you want to play the whole game, it's his first licensed auto.
First license Sapphire Auto.
Sapphire as well. So 25 top sapphire. This one sold on April 11th. April 11th.
All right.
It sold on Golden, by the way,
All right.
at auction.
I think I'm ready. Want me to start it off?
Yep, go ahead.
28,000.
Dan?
32,000.
Well,
Dang it. I didn't think you were going to go higher than me.
actual price $81,436. Dan is on the board. Crazy number.
I was off by 50,000.
Shouldn't even count as a
It
point.
shouldn't count.
I mean, yeah, look.
mean,
that's a crazy
I can't even
number.
say my whole spiel of like
80,000?
There's one thing I do know
$81,000
is Victor
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama's second year
We were just
licensed autographs.
yeah.
It's Gem Mint 10, dude.
It's-
you
yeah.
gotta add it, that PSA slab. You gotta add at least an extra 40%.
I guess.
I will say the
Jeez.
card itself with the black sapphire,
It is
looks
awesome.
it looks really nice.
Oh, you're a buyer at 80.
Yeah, I'm a buyer.
7,000
I'm in.
or whatever.
You know, if we could
Whatever
take
it
if we could take a couple thousand off, maybe get to 78K, I might be
a buyer.
enticed. By the way, just a quick aside.
That's like a really nice like luxury car.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want like exactly. You want like a brand new
Or a
What, like
substantial
a PSA 9 Jordan?
a substantial
Yeah,
down
that too.
payment on a house
Sure.
not in California.
Yeah. I feel like this wasn't a hot take, but I was watching the Lakers and Lakers Rockets last night with some family, and we were talking about next face
Lakers
of
are
the NBA.
close to closing that out, right?
They lost in game 4, so they almost had the sweep. But
3-1,
Rockets,
yeah.
it's going to be a gentleman's sweep probably. But yeah, it's like
But
face
no
of the-
KD, so.
No, exactly. Face of the NBA, Wemby has a chance. Defensive Player of the Year, could win the MVP, could win a title, all in the same year.
Yeah.
Like, are we just? That's it. That's a lock. He's the guy. Like, he's the face
He's
of
the
the
Shohei
NBA.
Ohtani of basketball.
That's it.
By far.
Right. It's if you look at the prices right now, it's all happening. It's all coming together for Victor Wembanyama, and I think it's just a slam dunk that he's.
So time to sell.
If they win a title, I don't know. But that's like, then you also have to play the game of like, well, if he's this generation's LeBron, why would I sell now? Well, maybe I need to wait it out.
I mean, that's got to be
But
the.
his second year card just sold for $80-something thousand.
Look, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't be mad at you if you sold it.
At some
Clearly,
point, I
That's the greatest legacy of big man. I mean, nobody will ever touch that if that's what this pans out to be.
if he does all three,
You got David Robinson, then you got Tim Duncan, and then you go Wembanyama. I mean, that's ridiculous.
oh yeah, in Spurs history,
Yeah, it's just to have those three. If he pans out, but
they got it figured out when it comes to big men. And another team that's got it figured out is the Warriors because they've had Andre Biedrins
yeah,
and
Andrew Bogut, and now Kristaps
and
Kristaps.
and James Wiseman.
James Wiseman.
So I mean, look,
And Kevon Looney.
Kevon.
Hey.
I would even. I don't even know. He's a
we
big
love
bunch.
Loon.
I mean, I don't even think he's a big man. He's like our big man because we run a tiny squad. But
Kevon Looney never has to pay for a meal again in the Bay Area. Come on. We love Looney. We love Looney.
Cleaning up the boards.
That's right.
who else? Like Quentin Post.
Shout out to
Big
Quentin
man?
Post.
Big man.
Shout out Quentin Post. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
No. So yeah, when it comes to drafting big men, you got the Spurs are probably the best. And then right below it's the Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Close second.
Close second.
All right, let's go to a Bay Area guy for the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown, who has had a really nice year.
I think we had that. That might have been the card we had at one point.
Might have been. This is a BGS 9.
This is a confusing card. because
16, 17.
He didn't sign.
No, he signed for NT, but he didn't sign for immaculate or flawless.
Right.
So like, this is really like his true RPA. Not only it's National Treasures, but he doesn't have a lot of RPAs.
Yeah. 16, 17 NT RPA, number to 99, true RPA.
But it's probably a quarter of the Wembanyama, to be honest, which is sad.
Yeah, just a
And we got
little bit.
a championship.
He's got a championship. He did a great job filling in for Tatum this year. Really broke out this year in a lot of ways. This sold on April 25th. Best offer on eBay.
Good looking slab.
PGS 9. It's a PGS.
All right, you go first, Dan, because
12,500.
I went with 8,900.
Yeah, I think you got that one.
8,500.
89.
89.
1,000. He said 89,000.
Actual price. My goodness. $8,925. $8,925.
That's got to be one of the closest
That was
ever.
almost right on the money.
Doug sold that card.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was his listing.
We did have one, but I don't think it was a 9. I think it was like an 8, sadly. We
Yeah.
had, we had
But I
one.
also think
great
that
card.
I think that card was worth a lot more at
It was.
that time.
People don't like NT.
That's
The
surprising.
young kids don't like the patches. They don't like the patch autos.
I think that it's Jason Tatum's team though. Even though he's been
It is.
injured, it's Tatum's
Yeah,
team.
but if you threw, this is the sad thing about this hobby. Throw that card back up there one more
Yeah.
time. Sorry, is if you had a gold downtown of him, it'd probably sell for more than this, like a 25, 26.
Like a current- like a current-
yeah, like it would sell for more than this, which is just where this the hobby's become.
Well, why don't we put that to the test with our next card? It's not a gold downtown, but it is a rookie kaboom of Paolo Banchero. It's in the PSA 10. This sold on April 26th. This one just sold. Magic might be pulling off an upset.
Did you guys know I'm a Magic fan, right? You guys know that, right?
I know.
Oh no, we know.
Big fan.
You're a big
We
fan
know.
right
Yeah.
now.
Right now.
They're up to, well, as of this recording, they're up 2-1 against the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons.
We believe.
It's about time for you to basically get off the Warrior bandwagon
Yeah,
because it's
jump
gonna
back on.
Hop right back onto the Magic.
It's gonna be a while.
I love Paolo.
Paolo, Desmond Bain, let's get Franz Wagner.
I think the Warriors need to get the band back together for one more season.
Great.
Just have a
I
losing
think
tour.
I think you bring KD back.
100% agree.
You bring Clay back.
Did you see the Bill Simmons take on this? He said,
No.
and I think I loved it.
I'm just making this up right now.
He
This
said,
was talked
because
about.
he said the Warriors need to build the basketball version of the Expendables. Curry, LeBron, Clay, KD, and then he's like, you threw like Draymond, you got Al Horford there, you got all these guys who are like 37 Chris Paul, like 37 and up. They're all on the Warriors. Just all the old guys doing it one more time. I say hell yeah, let's do it.
I think you actually sign all those guys and then you make a play for Giannis. And you put Giannis.
Oh, if LeBron's on the Warriors, Giannis is a
Clay,
Laker.
Steph, KD, Draymond.
Giannis is a Laker.
And those guys
He's
play
such a
about
Laker.
40 games and they're all injured.
Right.
at that
Well, you
point.
just space them out.
Yeah.
You get 20 games, then the other guys don't play in that time.
Yeah.
And then you space them out.
Just load management.
Load management.
God, it would be the most load management team. The Golden State load
Kerr probably
management.
isn't there, right? Kerr's probably gone.
I think it's a way to bring Kerr back. Hey, you want to go coach LeBron again?
Team USA, basically.
You want to coach Team USA? Clay's back. He's hanging out. All right. What do we
Paolo,
got for this?
I'm going. I'm a little bullish on this one. I'm going 5,800.
I haven't wrote mine down.
Oh, okay. Well, you were thinking it. I trust you.
No, I actually was.
All right, you still
I was thinking a lot lower than
locking that in, Doug? 5,800?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
5,800. He's locking it in.
9,800.
All right. Yeah. See.
Actual price?
I was like, it's going to be near 10 grand.
It's not quite the Jaylen Brown, but it's $3,481. So Doug gets that point.
but it's a rookie.
It's a rookie.
So it defeats the purpose of what
There's
you just
something
taught.
weird about Paolo though. Like Paolo's market, like
It's
it
weird.
peaked in his rookie year, 22-23.
Yeah.
But you would think that like
He's had ups and downs.
they're good. He's good.
Yeah.
Their
Well,
they're the
team's
eighth
good.
seed. I mean, it's
But they're in the playoffs.
Right.
They're playing. They're gonna have an upset.
That's
like
the thing is there's a lot of guys of the last few years, like Cade is ahead of him. Obviously, Wemby's ahead of him. There's a lot of young guys. Shea and Anthony Edwards, like of this from like 2018 to now of those rookies. I think there's a lot of guys who are ahead of Paolo.
And I mean, as much as I'm an Orlando fan, they're on the same level of fandom as like the Utah Jazz in a sense. Like they just, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's been a while since they've won. They haven't had a superstar since like Penny Hardaway. You know, this guy is probably the closest superstar they've. I mean, they had Dwight Howard for a while too, but like this is the closest guy they've had, but they haven't won with him yet. So he's just not.
They're the only
hyped.
team from that city. You know, they kind of I get it. So
I feel like a Miami Heat rookie would sell more than an Orlando Magic rookie.
I think that's true. I think that's fair.
Gotta change
if he
the
was
narrative.
if he was on the Heat, I could see that. All right, another guy who was a top rookie not that long ago, Scotty Barnes. Raptors are fighting against the Cavs right now. They just tied it 2-2. This is a 21-22 impeccable Scotty Barnes jersey number, as the listing likes to put it.
numbered.
3 out of 4.
Number to his number.
Oh,
3 of 4. Not graded, but it is, it's already in case, so you're fine. April 22nd is when this one sold on eBay auction.
Ooh, it's tricky because people do love impeccable, but do they still love it? And I don't know. I feel like people don't love Scotty Barnes.
Scotty's been doing his thing. He's been he's solid.
I'm going back to my original. I went up by 1,000, but I went back down to my original $2,800.
$1,800.
I almost put 3,800, but I went back down.
Actual price.
Don't think people like Scotty Barnes.
People like Scotty more than you'd think. 3,151. Well, that does.
You know,
mean
I don't like basketball.
Doug is the winner.
Clean sweep.
But we do have one more if you want to throw it out.
You got one.
I
You
got
got
one,
one.
didn't I?
You got one. You got the first one,
I got
and then
the first one.
Then Doug went the next 3 in a row.
Yeah.
You took the 1-0 lead, and then that was a reverse sweep there. So
Yeah, you can't win them all.
can't win them all. All right, let's go one last one.
Oh, this is a weird one.
This is a weird one. CJ McCollum, and it's a 23 Nebula PSA 9.
Is he on the Hawks right now?
He is currently on the Atlanta Hawks.
Name all the teams that CJ McCollum's played for.
I like his, exactly.
Blazers, Pelicans.
And he's been good everywhere. He's never been bad.
He's got a good podcast too. He's solid.
He's a good player. I like his answer because he's playing the Knicks right now, and they want so desperately for him to be the Trae Young villain. By the way, this was a Fanatics auction on April 26th.
Got to add a little bit more than.
I think they're like,
Add an extra zero.
somebody said, "Oh, how does it feel? You're the new villain in New York." And he just said, "I'm not the villain. I'm a God-fearing." He's like, I'm married with a wife and kids. I'm no villain. Like, this guy does not want the Trae Young heat. He does not want to take that role as much as they're going to try. All right, what do we got here for this PSA 9?
I have no
CJ
idea.
McCollum? This is a tough one, and it's 23. It's in on the Pelicans.
I'm going 2,900. I added 1,000 once I heard it was the Fanatics Collect. So I was gonna put 1,900, but I went 2,900. Now, if it was all, I would have added 2,000.
Sure.
So
I went 1,500. Just basic.
Well,
Figured I'm pretty much going to lose this
we don't.
anyway.
The hobby doesn't like CJ McCollum that much. They should.
I won. I got one.
More respect.
Got a second one.
$492.
400.
$492.
That's a Nebula.
We should have got this card. What are we doing?
It's a Tesla.
Wacky.
If they beat the Hawks beat the Knicks in a big upset,
It's a wacky.
It's a solid card.
Yeah, but it's not
a weird
even.
card.
It's not even close to the team that he's on. And
it's not a Trailblazers one, which I associate him more with Portland. And
the Pelicans just they don't sell.
No, absolutely not.
Zion ruined any hope that they had.
AD Zion back to back, where AD leaves.
I'm assuming the Pelicans didn't make the playoffs.
No, they were one of the worst teams in the league.
How many?
I wouldn't mind seeing Zion as a Warrior.
That's been a rumor for a while of like, well, maybe.
At least
give me the old guys over Zion.
At least the Edmonton Oilers wound up winning after all those first picks. The Pelicans still haven't. So
yeah, well, Well, don't speak too soon about Edmonton. They're fighting for their
They're out,
lives
yeah,
against
they're gonna be
Anaheim.
out the door too.
Yeah, that'd be quite an upset if that were to happen. So, well, there you go. Yeah, CJ McCollum, put some respect on that man's name. That's all I'm trying to say.
Go Wemby. I kind of enjoy watching the Spurs these days.
It's going to be the Spurs and the Thunder. I think everybody was like, it's going to be the Spurs Thunder.
It's all
That should be the finals, but it's
I
going to be
know.
the Western Conference Finals.
I know. Well,
No, I mean that will be whoever wins that is going. Is there anybody who can really keep up with either one of
The
those
Nuggets
teams?
might be able to.
Well,
do something.
Nuggets are down 3-1.
in the East.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'll throw out the Celtics. Seeing what Tatum's bringing them right now, and like seeing them now as a full unit again. Look, I know they had Kristaps.
They don't have Kristaps anymore.
They don't have Kristaps, and they don't have Horford.
He was the glue.
They don't have Kristaps. They don't have Horford. They're
But
both
Tatum
with the
and,
Warriors.
Tatum and Brown, man.
I don't know. I kind of like that team is like to sneak up on people, and I don't think they're really sneaking up on anybody, especially Detroit.
I just don't think they might be able to win a couple games against the Spurs in the series. They might be able to win a couple games against OKC.
They're not going to win the series,
but they're not going to win the series.
No,
like they might be able to get it to go 6.
Yeah,
but I just think there's too much firepower on either one of those.
And
teams.
what happened with Ant? Is he out for the playoffs?
It sounded like
he's out for a while.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
hyper extension.
if they make it further, then maybe he's got
sounded
a chance.
like multiple weeks.
and DiVincenzo hit the ground hard too.
He's
same
out.
game.
He tore his Achilles. He's done. Yeah, rough.
Another Achilles injury.
Another Achilles injury, major Achilles injury in the playoffs.
What?
I know. It's crazy. Crazy.
Got to look into these shoes. But anyways, check out the breaks. We've got a lot of stuff going on this week. Definitive. We're also going to be live on Fanatics Live doing Definitive. We're going to be doing auctions of Definitive on Whatnot. So check us there. And also, we got Cosmic Chrome Basketball. We got Chrome Black Basketball. So get into breaks. Use that code if you're going on Mojobreak.com of new 10 for 10% off on any of those new releases. And of course, if you're in the Santa Clara area, come by the shop. All these new releases will be available in the shop. And check out our new singles that cycle through on a daily basis. New singles from either TCG or sports. And we'll see you guys on the next hype. Peace.